Hey now, good morning. I am back again with some commentary on the Raw Squad, aka the Mean Girl sector. And these aren't young girls we're talking about. We're talking about some older, supposedly mature women that are nothing but YouTube bullies. She has gathered up a hate train of women to go against elderly, to go against LA, a single mother, another content creator that is doing very well. I feel something needs to be done with Miss Roz and Miss Sharita because they come every day to YouTube just for drama and static. It's like they know nothing else, no positive topics. And after losing a child, in my opinion, if I was her, I would take time to love up on the loved ones around me and to go through a grieving process because I know how that feels. And grief and grieving goes in stages. And I don't see how she's able to even put out the bad energy that she does every day or every other day. And now she has found someone, a snake in the grass, to come and join her, which is Sharita. I don't see this relationship lasting long because Sharita isn't blowing up as quick as she thought. She started off with a good run, and now the pace is kind of slowing down. And Roz just feels like she can say any and everything to people and act as if she came on the scene as if she wanted to help, when in reality, all she wanted to do, her cooking channel didn't work out too good, and all she wanted to do was get in where she fit in. And that meant any means necessary. So she's rode LA, rode her for over a year now, and still is riding her. By now, you would have gotten tired of that. But that's her only commentary. Now she's moving on to an elderly lady, Miss Carver, Cece. I believe Miss Carver has earned her dues and her rights to be able to speak her mind any way she wants to, long as it's not hurting anybody. But they like to go back and forth. And I was always taught to respect my elders, because you're knocking days off of your life, Roz. You're sick already. We know it. You portray like your life is so perfect and you have no problems and everything is so hunky-dory for you. Girl, stop. That's farthest from the truth because no one is exempt from troubles. It's just how we handle our troubles. Dive into things of your life. Dive into some positive speaking. And if you are wanting to do a reaction to someone, don't dog them and talk bad about them. You calling people fat and funky, and I don't think you the slimmest thing walking around here. You have a lot of character defects and character flaws as well. So you have no room to sit around and downgrade the next person, and your followers. Your support team is not a support team because these ladies are in their 60s, 50s, late 40s, whatever the case may be, and they get along on the get along train right with you, bashing people. I don't understand how you sleep at night and rest well because I have a conscience, and that would eat at me knowing that I'm deliberately going out daily, setting out for $1 to ride someone. And it's all about the money. It was never about helping anybody. And probably when you started rolling in with those big checks, you had to go harder. You brought your children in on this type of mess. I would have never brought my children in on some messy drama, showing them or teaching them that this is okay, this is the way to be. We never know what people are going through in their lives. And a kind word will always beat negative words. So if you would have tried a little tenderness, maybe you wouldn't have so many people against you. True enough, you have a lot of people with you and for you, and they crazy as all outdoors, because ain't no way in hell I could see myself being around a person like you. I see you hopped off of Coco real fast when you recently had your beef with him and Miss Lele. But when it comes to LA, Miss CC, people that you believe you can knock them down and keep them down, oh, you're all for it. And that's one of the most saddest things ever, because there's so much going on in the world. I can understand doing commentary and reactions on certain channels or whatever your channel is based off of. But every now and then, can you talk about something that brings encouragement, inspiration, inspire people? Mental health and depression is real. And I know, because I suffer from depression and anxiety. And you just need that reassurance at times that it's going to be okay. That would have been a way of helping, not bashing someone and talking about their children. And I will always say that children are off limits. Old folks, babies, and fools, you should never put your mouth on, because you're taking days off of your life with the actions that you're doing. And tomorrow ain't promised to any of us. And as we see, there's so many different strange things going on in the world that in our generation and time has never been thought of her or heard of. So Roz, I really, truly dislike you. I say that humbly. I don't care for you. And Sharita, you are nothing but a snake in the grass, a front and a fraud. You was willing to get with anybody that was from the opposing team to help you get in the door. And now that you're in the door, instead of using it for good, you're using it for negativity, to come on and bash people and try to make people look bad. And I mean, picking through lives Don't you have something better to do than sit and pick and worry about what the next person is doing? You guys are doxing each other, getting lawyers, calling people's jobs, all the things that you are doing. These things in this sector, it's really hurting people. People could lose their houses. People could lose their jobs from all the harassing calls. You guys are putting out people's addresses where it could possibly get them hurt, because folks these days are crazy. They don't have the good sense that God gave them. But I just wanted to come quickly and not stay too long, but to speak on you. And since you're using other people and picking through their lives, maybe someone should pick through yours. And you have it real good at playing victim. You're the victim, but the words come out of your mouth, you're not a victim. You get what you deserve. Karma. It comes right back around at you. You need to really go in prayer. You and Miss Rita. You need to go in prayer. And I'm waiting on the day that you and her have a dispute, because this friendship was not built on the right substance. It was built off of ignorance and evilness and pure ugliness. It wasn't built on anything to spread love, spread inspiration. Let people know it's a light at the end of the tunnel. You may have started off that way with your, as you say, project, calling people's lives projects. That's another crazy thing. Picking through every little thing that you feel is wrong. Everything you feel is wrong don't mean it's wrong to other people. Calling the names that you call when all you go by is hearsay. You don't know anything set in stone at all. You go by hearsay and you run with it, and it spreads like wildfire. And that's what these YouTube streets seem to love. They love that drama. They drive off of it. It does something to me in my spirit when I have to sit and scroll through and see all these different YouTubers going at each other's throats. And for no reason, because no one knows each other. You don't know these people, and the way that you're going about building these channels is very sick. Cussing, fussing, hollering, going off, talking about each other kids, the grandparents, talking about folks as grandparents, coming for the elderly, talking about people's appearances. I will say till the end, there's nothing cool about that. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by any means, because you push me too far back in the corner, I'm coming out swinging. But I'm not going to deliberately set out to get on YouTube every day and bash someone and look at it as help. Because there's a way to say what you need to say without always offending people. Sometimes you just can't help it. People don't have thick skin, So sometimes you may say something and it was not in a negative way, but it was taken in one. And there's nothing that you can do about that. But that's not the case with you. You are trying to hurt people. And you're sick. You're sick. You got problems. you know, just like all of us do. But I hope something takes place that would bring you back to the light and not so in this dark space that you're in. And I know how grieving goes. There's so many cycles of grief and grieving. And I'm still grieving over 15 years now. 14 and a half years. But I pray that we all can learn how to love one another. If you don't like them, love them from a distance, you know, and stop all the hate. I'm going to be doing some story times about my life and where I came from and my upbringing. I had a very, very hard life. And if it had not been for God, I would not be here today. And so there is no way that I could see myself setting out to hurt people. And they say hurt people hurt people. So are you hurting Roz? Are you hurting Sharita? Is there some things that you may need to sit back and reflect on about your own personal life? Are you deflecting, you know? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because this has been going on for over a year. It should have sucked the life out of you. And it's going to if you keep on playing around. Because you ain't too healthy, ma'am. Anyone can tell and anyone can see. While you talk about other people's mucus, you got more mucus and snot and everything else coming up out of you. But you could talk about the next person. You see? So what comes around goes around. And in these days, it comes back around real fast. And it'll knock you on your butt, smack you in your face so hard, you won't be able to breathe. So yeah, you're going to get away with it for a while. But God sits high and look low. He knows all. And for you women that are supposed to be women, that have raised children or raising children, how could you get involved with a person like that and see and believe that what she's doing is okay? I don't understand, and I guess it's not for me to understand. But I will be doing commentary on you so you can see how it feels. I will never bash you, but I can pick out some things in your life that just ain't right. There's things in my life that just ain't right. I'm in a struggle right now, but God. But God. I'll leave this right here. Let it sit. And I ask that anyone that listens, if you could please hit the like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. I would truly appreciate it because I'm here to grow a channel as well. But I'm not here to harm or hurt anyone. I'm here to bring light and peace. And I hope that I can do that. Sometimes it might get nasty, but it'll be nice nasty. It won't be anything, because like I said, mental health is real. People are killing themselves daily. And I would never want to be a person that pushed someone over the edge. So God bless everyone. I hope your mornings are getting off to a great start. And please subscribe. I'm not really familiar with this right now, so I don't know about lives and how to put up different backgrounds and all of that. But I will learn as time goes on, because I'm going to keep at it. And I know God's going to bless it as long as I'm doing what's right. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And turn on your post notifications, because I will be coming with more commentary. And I would like to one day do a story time, because you would be surprised of what I was and who I am now and how far God has brought me. And if it had been left up to old Satan, I'll be gone. But he can go back to the pits of hell and burn, baby. Because I am a child of God. We are all children of God. So, peace and blessings to everyone. And I'll be back soon. Have a great rest of your day.